Welcome to UCLA and to Royce Hall. I'm Kelly Wall, Assistant Dean of Student Achievement in the College of Letters and Science. Thank you so much for coming here today, together during these unprecedented times to celebrate our graduates of the class of 2020. We are honoring the achievements of the bachelor's and master's degree recipients from the College of Letters and Science, the UCLA International Institute, the Samueli School of Engineering, the Alpert School of Music, the School of Nursing, and the School of Theater, Film, and Television. Before we begin, the leadership of these ceremonies at UCLA acknowledges our presence on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. I want to remind everyone how much we want this event to be a success. For that to happen, we must observe several safety precautions. I can see that wherever possible, you are seated at a distance from people outside of your household. Very good. I can see that everyone is wearing a mask correctly, with it covering both their nose and mouth. Your mask must remain in place every moment you are inside this beautiful building. Now, this is an unusual one. I ask that you avoid making any loud sounds that would ordinarily come out of your nose or mouth. We aren't allowed to include singing as part of this event because of COVID rules, so please remember why. Most important of all, I ask you to think about how proud you are of your graduate here with us today, and how much that graduate wants you healthy and safe and a part of their life for a very long time. So please, sit apart from each other, keep your mask on, and avoid yelling, singing, or other potentially hazardous vocalizing. Clapping, however, is strongly encouraged. Please turn off your cell phones at this time, or at least be sure they are on vibrate. We encourage you to take photos or videos from your seats. Please do not stand in the aisles because we cannot block them during the ceremony. Family and friends of our graduates, I am very proud to present the class of 2020. It's my pleasure to introduce the Dean of Life Sciences, Tracy Johnson.
Families, friends, faculty, and staff who have come here together to celebrate. I am honored to address this graduating class of 2020. I want you to know how proud I am as the Dean of Life Sciences to be here to recognize your achievements. Your triumphs are our community's triumphs, and we know that they have not come easily, but have been the product of time and energy, dedication and passion, and particularly in this last year, resilience. What you have committed to your education has brought you to this extraordinary moment, and I'm grateful to be able to share it with you. You are the graduates of the #1 public university in the country. Just think about that. And your arrival at this moment is an inspiration. We know that you are really good at doing something that's critical for your success, which is planning. You look to the future, you organize your life for success. But today, I'm going to ask you to sit in the moment and reflect on the lessons that you've learned about yourself. The first lesson is resilience. When you were on your way to UCLA after you opened that acceptance message, and you may have had it all very clearly laid out, if the last 18 months or so have taught us anything, it is that as much as we might want everything to work out perfectly, there will be times when obstacles block our path. Sometimes it's a person or an unexpected item or unexpected idea or thing or like a virus that seems to obstruct progress toward an important goal. But you, the class of 2020, you will have experienced this situation before. So remember, you overcame the challenges of learning remotely at UCLA. I mean, who saw that coming? You faced a global pandemic and a persistent concern for loved ones. And you persisted when facing distractions at home, choppy internet, trying to connect by Zoom, into the classroom. You witnessed and perhaps participated in a national reckoning for racial justice. The tenacity that you showed during those circumstances gives you a kind of superpower, the knowledge that you have what it takes to overcome the most challenging of circumstances. And it makes me and all of your mentors and your professors and your family and your advocates whose lives you've touched here at UCLA, you make us confident that you will be able to persevere no matter what challenges you face. So the second lesson is one about community. So looking back, we realize that one of the things that we've missed the most over the past 18 months are those interactions, even the very small ones. Each one of us now knows what it feels like to be alone in their silence and in doubt. And when we hear the sound of encouragement, how much it really means. I see each of you in the future remembering that power of words and the importance of community to support those among us who may need to be lifted up, who may need your strength, your kindness, your praise, your support. Perhaps even at a moment when you least feel you have it to give. Importantly, reaching out and exercising kindness and support is kind of the gift that keeps giving. So, here at UCLA, we're all about the data, and so I'll tell you a little bit about that. Kindness, giving praise, giving support, releases a hormone called oxytocin. And recent research tells us that oxytocin causes the release of nitric oxide in blood vessels, which dilates the blood vessels and reduces blood pressure. Oxytocin is known as a cardioprotective hormone. In other words, giving of ourselves, kindness, quite literally protects our heart. So let this day serve as a reminder of just how much power we have, that we can summon up our collective strength to raise everyone higher. You have the power to enrich the lives of all those around you, to be an agent of positive change, to make this world a better place. Take pride in your life journey of lifting, for when we reach out to others, our hearts become stronger. But being kind, being compassionate, that's kind of level 1. Level 2 is more proactive. I ask that you lead this transformation that our world needs so much by becoming mentors. Mentorship is the generosity of spirit that brings everyone forward, both those who receive it and those who offer it to others. Be the mentors that we need in our community. Be the mentors who build bridges that pave the way for others. Communities are strengthened not just by what we give, but also by what we can open ourselves up to. I really appreciate a quote by Brené Brown, who's a renowned author, a leadership expert, who says, "Offering help is courageous and compassionate, but so is asking for help." So what does that even mean? Well, sometimes it's difficult to ask for help. That's why it takes courage. But when we do, it also creates the opportunity for others to show compassion. So I hope you will never be shy about turning to someone who's gone ahead and made it back, someone who can tell you what might be just around the corner and just over the horizon, because even mentors need mentoring. UCLA is a place where we try to live these principles of community. We aren't perfect, but it is at the core of our aspiration, and it is what we believe you deserve as UCLA Bruins. I, like you, I'm sure, are grateful for the professors and the advisors and the staff and the fellow students, families, and friends who brought us here today, because we needed them on this journey. So let's just pause for a moment and reflect on those individuals and thank them, both those who are with us today and those who are not. After leaving UCLA, continue to look for those people in your life who make you a better version of yourself. Surround yourself by the people who persuade you not to linger in self-doubt, but those mentors and colleagues and friends who you seek in the years to come will be those who can help you remember who you are and inspire you to be who you want to be. This moment we share right now fulfills your hours of sacrifice when it would have been easier not to push yourself so hard, when it might have been easier to sleep in a little longer or go out a little bit more on the weekend. But it is your tenacity, your resilience, your commitment to community, and aspiration to making the world a better place that has made UCLA the acclaimed institution it is. So while we know that you are really good at looking ahead and have had extraordinary success because of your ability to plan, I ask that you be in this moment, this stage, the seat you're in, the mask you're wearing, the beautiful people around you today in both body and spirit. Please carry this moment with you and access this in your mind and in your heart at the times when you need it the most. May this moment and the last 5 years or so at UCLA give you strength when you need it the most. So I'd like to just leave you with 2 thoughts. As you continue your journey, practice a genuine compassion for yourself. And at the same time, extend that compassion into a world that might not completely understand you or understand your story. Be patient about that. Know that those who offer the most are often misunderstood because the gifts they bear defy the odds. But please rest in the fact that you have a whole community of Bruins here in the wings cheering you on. And finally, Remember that every day ahead of you might not be perfect, but each day provides an opportunity to learn, and each day comes with the promise of tomorrow. And I am confident, as all of us here are, that you will make tomorrow remarkable. And in so doing, you will continue to make us proud. So I celebrate with great joy the opportunity to share this moment with you. And so, class of 2020, congratulations and go Bruins. So now it is my great pleasure to introduce a member of the class of 2020, Valeria Lopez Robles. Valeria graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Statistics and Environmental Engineering. Please welcome Valeria.
As I was going from 5th to 6th grade, the community center near where I grew up was giving away free backpacks and college t-shirts. Seeing their flyer made me so happy because that year, we couldn't afford back-to-school essentials. I chose this pretty purple backpack with a butterfly print. As for the college t-shirt, there was one in particular that stood out and was talked about, the UCLA t-shirt. That day, I made myself a promise. One day, I will graduate from UCLA. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you for allowing me to be your voice for this ceremony. We are here to celebrate our years of hard work and dedication that led us to this specific point in our lives, to look back on all the late nights at Stan's Donuts, Dee Reese, and In-N-Out, and the even later nights at Powell. And most importantly, to honor who we are, what we've become, and those that helped us create our path. I often have people tell me how lucky I am to have graduated from UCLA. Although I'm extremely blessed, I'm not here because of luck. To say that UCLA was demanding is an understatement, especially finishing up our degrees remotely. I want to acknowledge every single person here. Each one of you fought your own battles and overcame them. You are an inspiration. I, for one, have been dealing with a brain injury and had to work multiple jobs to sustain myself and my family back home, all while being a full-time student. I remember a specific instance where I felt like I was on the verge of giving up. I had gone to my professor's office hours and, to my embarrassment, broke down. But he said to me, be confident in your own abilities to succeed. That phrase helped me refuel my confidence, my strength, and my academic hunger. I know that with this current COVID pandemic, it's difficult to be so optimistic, as uncertainty lingers within our everyday lives. But whenever you find yourself feeling a little bit lost, I hope you take comfort in knowing that there will always be a piece of you left in this place we used to call home. As I stand in front of you today, I do speak with nostalgia, as I wonder what will compare to UCLA. Was it easy? No. Would I do it all over again? 1,000,000 times. From friendships fostered to professional relationships created, UCLA has been an enriching experience. And for that, I will be forever grateful. So thank you. Thank you, professors, for believing in your students when we didn't have the strength to believe in ourselves. Thank you for passing on your knowledge and passion for learning, and especially for being able to adapt during the coronavirus crisis. Thank you to the TAs who offered extended office hours and were invested in our growth. Thank you to the friends who stood by our side through the ups and the downs. Thank you to the family members who are our biggest support system. Thank you all, as without each and every one of you, we wouldn't be standing here today. So with that, class of 2020, innovators and trailblazers of the world, we did it.
So when you became Bruins, one of your rites of passage was to uphold our true Bruin values of respect, accountability, integrity, service, and excellence. As alumni, you are Bruins for life, and you remain an important part of our extended community. I want to now share with you UCLA's principles of community, which are published with our mission statement. I'll read several of these principles to you, then I will ask you to make a pledge with me to uphold them as you join other communities around us, communities that will find their greatest success because you, as Bruins, are part of them. So I quote, "We believe that diversity is critical to maintaining excellence in all our endeavors. We seek to foster open-mindedness, understanding, compassion, and inclusiveness among individuals and groups. We are committed to ensuring freedom of expression and dialogue in a respectful and civil manner on the spectrum of views held by our varied and diverse campus communities. We acknowledge that modern societies carry historical and divisive biases, and we seek to promote awareness and understanding through education and research, and to mediate and resolve conflicts that arise from these biases in our communities. Silently, please join me in this pledge. We will commit together to uphold these principles of community in Westwood and in our communities beyond." Thank you. And now the presentation of the degree recipients. Would the first row of graduates please stand and begin your approach to the stage? Graduates, we recognize you today for your individual achievements, and we present you as UCLA graduates to your families and friends. Our master's degree recipients will be followed by our bachelor's degree recipients. So the graduates will cross the stage and they'll pause for a photo. So please keep your mask on while you are on the stage. And then you will exit the building for just a moment to have a graduation photo taken on the terrace outside before you return to your seats. And don't worry, even though you have to keep your masks on inside, there'll be plenty of opportunity for nice photos outside, and there you are free to take your mask off. So may our recognition of your accomplishments commence.
Alicia Barcena Doria. Lydia Joe. Mateo Eduardo Escobar. Joshua Cordova. Alexander Joseph Dalvin. Kane Jaji. Justin Richard Van Leiten. Rodney Francisco Garcia. Sally Tu. Evan Hayata Mooks. Alexa Nicole Periconi. Ashley Marie Juarez. Kelsey Anika Holmes. Lacey Lynn Capos. Troy Mark Adler. Brianna Plancarte. Josue Castillo Martinez. Anirudh Viraragavan. Neil Sonnenberg. Luis Ornelas. Esme Xu. Lisette Mejia Batista. Kel Ramirez. Cindy No. Robert Joseph Nevares. Raven Mikel Granados. Amarosa Estrada. Bailey Rayanne Hobson. Jennifer Aline Feely. Gabriela Alvarez de Jesus. Stephen Tsai. Genesis Arandi Reyes Rivera. Armine Amy Margarian. Amy Sue Law. Da Un Rei. Tyler Beckman. Paula Pedrani. Dayanara Ramirez Ruiz. Jesse Liu. Jared Gabriel Hortaliza. Siona Kana. Glail Kashani. Amanda Ariel Salgado. Cameron Victoria Martinez. Carolina Elias. Karen Yuriko Kitsuda. Manrit Kaur Desange. Ingrid Spielbauer. Caitlin Taylor Oberman. Maritza Lojero. Benik Hosepian.
We'll pause a few moments for the last of our graduates to return to the auditorium from having their photographs taken.
Thank you all. I think one more round of applause for all of the graduates is in order. In the spring of 2020, the Chancellor conferred your degrees, and at this time, I want to revisit that moment with an acknowledgement of his words. More than anything, the Chancellor hoped that your experience here at UCLA has opened up doors and windows on a world for you and leaves you yearning for more. Your experience at UCLA is just the beginning of a life of continued discovery, and the skills you've acquired here and in and outside of the classroom will serve you well in this rapidly changing world. When we gathered here today, perhaps your tassel was on the left, which is correct. If it isn't, please take this opportunity to turn your tassel, if you have one, while we listen to UCLA's alma mater, Hail to the Hills of Westwood. We are so proud of you, class of 2020. Graduates, please stand and be acknowledged by your family and your friends. Please be seated. And guests, please remember that you must remain seated until all of the graduates have exited Royce Hall. Family and friends, we are grateful that you have joined us here today and that you have played such an important role in the success of these graduates. I will leave you with the words of John Wooden. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. Congratulations, and go Bruins!